I look forward to the time when they don't have those things, deaths in the news, who famous died, right? And you're like, oh, it's not a front page story. Never make the headlines. Another broken heart ain't new, right? The Holy Grail died at a hospice in April of 1994. Kevin Costner didn't know. He still acts like he don't know. Tyler Sheridan, Billy Bong Thornton, Luke Wilson, they don't give a fuck, right? People are tortured and murdered by economic conflict and technological abuse every day. It just depends. It was happening back then with my mother. We were being monitored and studied and stressed through economics and economic warfare and tribalism and conflict. Okay? People don't die from disease and abuse because their body is treated well and they're living the Gospels. They die because they're denied that. Their lives are snuffed out. Okay? Like they're a damn commodity, like they're nothing. Like they're something that can be printed out, toot, sweet. It's not truly scrumptious at all what you motherfuckers do, right? Don't buy your own press and don't believe your own bullshit. Don't lie to yourself and you'll be a better person, right? So I've been a good person since I was a kid. Anytime I saw injustice and selfishness and abuse, I was like, somebody's got to give us. My mom, Earl, you can't say that. If you say that, all the bitch men will kill you. And they're just going to have to try to kill me, Mom, because I ain't going to sit and watch it and I ain't going to put up with it. Okay? When those assholes took me to Cochise County in 2006, I was naive enough to sit there and think, oh, my Laura Ingalls Wilder, or we're going to have Little House on the Prairie after this. No. And when you look at the logistics of, when I got back home, you're Asperger's, you're savant, ain't fucking Asperger's and savant. Just because I'm more intelligent than you and I look at life eternally with humility doesn't mean you can label me as you talk about things that are inappropriate. You ask people for money that gets people mass murdered, and you invent inventions that mass murder people over money. You haven't had an appropriate conversation with yourself your whole fucking life, asshole. Yeah, I cussed you the fuck out. And I'm going to keep cussing you the fuck out until you stop being cuss fuck out worthy, right? Cuss fuck out worthy. Cuss fuck out. Fuck, cuss. I don't know. We'll correct the linguistics on that later. Until you stop being cuss the fuck out worthy. That's it. Thank you. Appreciate that. Thank you. So-and-so, Ralph. Thank you. Cuckoo for coconuts. Thank you. Stop being... What was it again? I'm confused. I think I'm your mother. No, I get a lot of stuff like that, because my son's mother and my, and Amy and stuff, that there's, God damn. Okay, no, girls, we've covered this like 8,000 times, Amy Sue. No, I understand, but just... I know once the conditions change and stop, they'll realize it's not as deliciously wicked as they thought. Like Miss Pendrake. It's deliciously wicked. It's like that goes away real fast. That's why sex is just sex, and it gets old. It gets real old. People, they said that when I was in college. They said that human beings like surprises. And I was like, no. It's not true. Not all human beings. It's like that test, that personality test they did to a Southwest Airlines from Stanford. Type A people, and all the people that are disorganized want to be organized like us organized people. No, the whole reason we're disorganized is because you want us to be organized like you, and we're not like you. So where are you going? Far, far away. Okay, let's go to the swamp. Okay, make waffles. We'll swap manly stories. Okay, let's go. Come on, donkey. Bring the dragon. You know what I'm saying? And so you're like, fuck. right? And so we're not all cookie cutters, and we're not all meant to fit inside the accountant's drawers. Ooh, look, go bars. Ooh, look, guns. Ooh, ha, ha. Puzzle. Okay, put the cooler on the stand. The Marines are watching, right? And so I'm not saying be a slob. I'm saying end the conditions for excessive compulsive behaviors that take us in both directions. Okay. The collecting, I gotta collect all these memories pressed between the pages of my house. And you can't walk across the place because everything has Madonna's face and it is all covered in her memorabilia. And that's Sean Penn over there just because he had sex with her and I envy the little bastard. Why? All right, why? Who's your Madonna? Okay. Why live vicariously through rich people that have ego problems that don't give a shit whether you live or die, just that you buy their merchandise? You must be the descendant of King David. Why, yes, I am. But do you understand? So don't go to the Sistine Chapel. It's overrated. So's Notre Dame. So's the Louvre. So's the Smithsonian. They're all overrated. Okay. It is endorsed and promoted by people with ego problems that think that what they put with death and decay on a canvas is more valuable than time with your wife and children. That makes me grumpy. Me too. That's acrylic plates from Walmart that craft paints and then sprayed with gloss enamel so it'll hold up to the rigors of southern New Mexico life. That's Stevie Coulter. That's Kent Lockhart. I think that's Lester Goodwin's head right there. I think it's Lester Goodwin's. That's just Mr. Johnny McCants. Okay. In the tournament. Okay. That's Daniel Mullins. Also, I think in a tournament. That's Matt Taylor. I don't know who this guy is. I'll have to look him up. That's Jamario Jones. He's a funny kid. And that's Ian Baker, and I did a bad job on Ian Baker. Doesn't even look like Ian Baker. He's a much more handsome man than that. It's like, but you did a good job with Matt. Yeah, I had too much pressure, Ian. You're just too damned handsome of a man. I'm sorry. Well, don't be so damn handsome, and I won't have trouble. I don't know why it turned out like that. Yeah, it turned out bad. Shut up, Matt. It's because of Matt. Matt did it. Yeah, Taylor did it. He's like, you got bug eyes and you look like an alien. Shut up, Matt. It's true. Yeah. Don't tell Remy's girlfriend that she's got to date Matt. Okay. He's such a dork. He's a funny kid. See, there he is up there. There's the factual one. When I only met Pascal once. Me and Matt talked numerous times, So when I saw that, I was like, look, there go Matt. Oh my gosh, Matt's on there. So I was excited. I was like, I like Pascal. He's a nice guy. But I know Matt, that's my dog, right? That's my dog, man. That's my dog. Yeah. So I thought that was kind of neat. I was like, wow, got Matt Taylor up on there. Well, Matt was a very good ball player. Oh yeah. He was our defensive stopper on all their guards that could score. He was our defensive stopper, and he was, and he referred to Daniel as his little big brother. He's my little big brother. And his game was very similar, to create havoc on defense, try to take away their top perimeter scorer, help out on the boards, and, and then just pick up the scraps on offense. So they're very similar players. Matt wasn't point guard. Daniel was. Okay, so Daniel, as far as picking up scraps on offense, he had more opportunities because he was the point guard. So he had the ball more. Okay. And they're both creative athletes, but Daniel was a little smaller and the dribbling creator, so a lot of times it ended up where he had to just, like Ian, the big shot maker, the big shot taker, the big shot maker there. He's got the ball. Hey, they're going to do that. They're going to drop off. Fine. They're going to leave me open. 25 feet. I can hit this motherfucker. He did. It's like, what? They were going to give me that, so I took it. If you focus and you're open and they think they're going to take away the good shot, I'll make this a good shot. And that was just me and Ian had talks. Yeah. You know, if it's open, it's good. It's a long one. Yeah, but downtown Freddie Brown ain't messing around, right? You know what I'm saying? Ray in the corner, Ray Riley in the corner, right? You're going to make that shot, you know, Sam Jones. Will Norman Tabor, you better come out here, I'll make this shot, right? And so I was just told Ian. Ian has that type of mentality. He's from DC. All right, you don't play. Gotta get the hell out of here. We gotta get out of this place. It's fun. But you guys, focus on who you are, not what you think you are, and not on what you think you want to be. Okay? Look at yourself eternally. And then ask yourself, you know, we know where we're going. We know where we're from. Are you satisfied with the life you're living? Okay? Life's eternal, grace is infinite. Right? Movement of Jah people, give us another brother Moses, and going across the Red Sea, right? And so, damn it, I say if you're going to do it, don't fuck around with it. Jump, motherfucker, jump. It's a leap of faith. There you go, right? So, stop, hustle. Word hustle. Hustle means making something out of nothing. Okay? And that's what y'all do for money. Well, that's wrong. Yeah. I mean, if you're going to put effort in and hustle, change the meaning of the word. What are you going to do? I'm going to exercise so I stay healthy, so I enjoy my kids more, and I enjoy my romantic sex life in an environment that does not have toxic pollutants or toxic stress from toxic pollutants through economic conflict, through tribalism. There you go. Everybody's doing the hustle. There you go. Just fix the meaning of the word. Wow, science slumber parties. Boom, there you go. Gene the dancing machine. The Gong Show. So, you know what I'm saying? Okay. I am going to fade myself, I think. I just haven't. I've been talking about it for about a week now. I took a mirror inside and I got a pair of clippers. I've done it before. Pitbull talked me through it. He goes, just go all prison yard with it. And just, he goes, if you fuck it up, you can all just shave it all off. Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, if you can line it up and watch it, and if it just fucks up, you just go, like, yeah. When Carradine pissed himself at Shepherd, we didn't have no money and we was getting yelled at. We were in trouble because we didn't get our hair cut because we didn't get back in time. So me and Lacey was clipping each other's sides. Well, I got his, okay, but he fucked mine up. Because it's easier to do black folk hair. And then he goes, just shave me bald. I was like, what? No, it looks all right. Yeah, he says, no, just shave me bald because I'll get in trouble for a fetish hairstyle. So I saved it. And then Carradine saw what Lacey did to mine. I was like, I can't shave mine. I'm a white guy. And Carradine pissed himself. He came back from the club half drunk. He's like, you motherfuckers are crazy. Shut up, Carradine. You ain't funny, Carradine. So it's funny. But then I went down to the BX after school, after I got laughed at all day. And the dude set me down and goes, I'll hook you up. He gave me a Marine high and tight. And everybody got mad. He has an out of reg. That's a Marine haircut. That's not an Air Force haircut. That's out of Air Force regulation. Yeah, I know. Mr. Butler did the same thing for me. Yeah, and then he's, well, did you tip him? Did you talk to him about the kids? Did you ask him, did you call him sir? Well, then you ain't going to get the just inside Air Force reg, outside Air Force reg, but wink, wink, hey, it's a gentleman, because I told him, yeah, don't call me sir, I work for a living, right? So when I walked in, all the black gentlemen at the barbershop at Pope Air Force Base sat there and said, the gentleman's here. Mr. Butler, the gentleman's here. Hello, sir, how are you doing? And we sat and we talked, and I learned all about their kids. His daughter lived in Charlotte. The other one lived in Orlando. She said, how's your daughter doing? How's your grandkids? And the baby just turned 5. Oh, it was wonderful. It was like having family in North Carolina that you didn't know you had. You know, like the gentleman at the Food Line in his 50s, crying. You know, oh, excuse me, sir? You're the first white boy what's ever called me sir. Well, the other guys that came in here dressed like this, like me, Wasn't worthy of calling you sir. Okay, so sir, we were both crying. I come home, tell Stephanie, I just met this guy, he's like 50 years old, and I was the first white boy who ever called him sir. And he says, and I said, I apologize for the rest of my military members that you met while you was living here in Cumberland County because they wasn't worthy calling you sir if they look like me. You didn't think you, sir. Yes, sir. We about crying and hugging. And Stephanie's like, girls, like, if that's not worth crying and hugging about, I don't know what the hell is. Extract me. I want to get $1 million from my dumb mom. She wants to go shopping in Neiman Marcus. No. No, sir. No. Be like King David. Be like Moses. Okay? Movement of Jah people. Hustle. Okay? The right way. Okay? You're something. You're given life by the glory of God. Now exercise and get in shape so you can live a good life, loving your children and loving people, restoring your planet, restoring your Garden of Eden, and loving each other eternally in the beauty of that gift. All right? Send for me. That's a good song. I love Nat King Cole. Okay, guys, I love you. All right, peace.